I guess it helps if I actually turn the mic on. Hello, everybody, and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Saturday, and obviously it's not a great start, but we are going to be coloring Hannah Lynn. Remember to tag all of your colorings of Hannah Lynn this month with hashtag help Hannah Lynn. There is a link posted in the top of your chat that does go to Hannah Lynn's GoFundMe and explaining what's going on with Hannah Lynn and why we're here to help her. Hello, Mandy. Hello, Courtney. Hello, Calamity. Hello, Yana. Hello, Britt. Hello, Aspie. Hello, Sue. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. I hope you are all having a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. We are going to be using the Marie's 168 colored pencils today, and we are going to be doing the background of this page with the Caran d'Ache Neocolor 1s. This is not the Neocolor 2s, this is the Neocolor 1s, and we'll be doing the background with those. So I'm going to set those aside for now. And we're going to work on the Marie's today. We're going to do the main part of the picture, of course, which is her. And we are going to color her with the Marie's. All the background stuff is going to be done with the Neocolors. Good morning, Catherine. And good morning, anybody that I have missed coming in. I'm going to zoom you in as soon as I can get my little friend up here. And we're going to get started. I do have a little bit of a headache today, so I'm trying not to get too far off of subject and matters. It is an adorable picture. I absolutely love it. All right, so we're going to start with her skin. So we're going to start with 137. And this is just going to be the base color of her skin. My printer looks like it decided to take liberties with the darkness. This is a PDF. You can purchase her PDFs on her Etsy for 50% off. I do believe the sale is still going on. Or you can purchase her books on Amazon or her own website as well. If you just take exclamation point Hannah Lynn, that should take you to her Etsy, or yeah, should take you to her Etsy. Ooh, 50 degrees. I wish. Oh yeah, well, you know, we have to have that party in Top Chat, so I tend to end up in Top Chat a lot. I'm going to sharpen this pencil. I'm trying not to sharpen it on the desk to make a shaky. All right. Now I'm just doing a very light layer so that I can build on the color. And like I said, this is just the base coat, just the quick first layer to build the color with. How has everybody's week been? Hopefully you've all had a good week. Okay, I think that is it for skin tone. Just going to make sure that I have gotten at least everything covered with the base layer. Oh, missed her neck and her ear. There. All right, now the next color we're going to use is 117. Well, actually, let's go in with 143 first, which should be down here. That's 101. Nope, not that one. This one. I still have my Marie's in their pencil holders because the Marie pencil holders are quite nice. They're a very heavy pencil holder, so they're a very heavy plastic, so keeping them in there is not a major ordeal. This is fabric. All right. To dust that off. Oh, that's good. I'm glad your week has been fine. The Marie's pencil holders are a hard plastic, so they come in 8 of these, 7 of these for the 168 set in a nice sturdy cardboard box. So I keep them in there. It's going to come through and put the shadow in. Oh. Oh, I don't want to exit. For some reason there was a weird thing there that says, do you want to exit? It's like, no, I don't. I do not want to turn the stream off. Hopefully I'm still here. No, I got them on Temu. I did do a full review of them. They're actually quite a nice pencil. They are an oil-based pencil. And they layer really, really well. They have watercolor ones as well as the oil-based. I like oil pencils, so. And it was a set that I'd never seen before, so of course I had to have them. And then our cute little Hannah Lynn nose. And of course, this part of her neck under her chin. So for anybody that wanted to see the After Dark video from last night, from the live stream last night, it is available on the Artist Gifts tab in the Discord. So if you wanted to see that, you are welcome to watch it. It is not a public listing because of the fact that the pencils do have some offensive names and can be, can hurt some people's feelings and make people upset. So I list it as unlisted, and if people want to watch it back later, they can. But they have to be a part of the Discord to get to the listing, because that's pretty much the only place I can list it where it's not going to be viewed by people that might be offended. All right, so there's our shadows. Now we're going to start on our skin tones. We're going to start with 162. Is that what I want? No, that is too pink. Too pink. Let's start with 119. We're going to go over top of our shadow color. I am using the Nina cardstock, so it does give the ability to build that color really well. No worries. Yes, Aspie, I saw you just as I was hitting the end stream, and it's like, oh no! It's like I missed Aspie. There will be another After Dark. I just don't know exactly when. So it will be on a Friday night. So if you want to see the After Darks, you are welcome to keep an eye on the channel on Friday nights. I will post it about an hour before I start streaming so that people can get notified. It is pretty late usually for the East Coasters, so if it is too late for you, of course, don't feel upset or don't feel I'm going to be mad at you if you don't show up. Is all I'm saying. I know it's late, so. And I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, so. Oh, great. Hello, Callie. Welcome, welcome. Tell her she failed her course and just let you sleep. I'm just getting the edge of the shadow brought out. Because we don't want her to be extremely pale. The one thing I really, really like about the Maries is it's 168 colors. There's no metallics in there or anything else. It's just lovely colors. All right. Now the next one I'm going to use is going to be a little bit of more of a brown. So we're going to add a bit of number 104. And it's just to give her a little bit of a tannish coloring. Just to give her a little bit more color. Just have to locate the color first. There it is. Hello, Alex. Welcome, welcome. We did get the rabbit done and her stockings yesterday, if you were following the first one. So I'm just going to bring this in a little bit and add a little bit of that brown. And I'm being very, very, very light with it. And when we go back over this with the lightest color, it will tan it out a little bit. So it'll look more of a tan, not of a red tone. We want her to have a little bit of a tan kind of color. All right. Thank you, Britt. And now we're going to add a bit of pink to her cheeks and some color to her eyelids. And of course her lips. And this side here as well. Now I know that looks a little stark on the one side, and that's because that's the side that the light is hitting. And once we add the light color back in and blend it through, it should lighten that pink a little bit. Now we're using number 18. For her lips. And then number 19 as well. And they are called the Maries. They do have a watercolor set. These do move a little bit with water, but they definitely are not a watercolor pencil. Welcome back. All right, now we're going to add some colors for her makeup. So we're going to start with number 165. And we're going to be coloring a lot of her clothes with purples and golds. So we're going to add some of that purple into her makeup. And then we're going to use this one here, which is 23. Another thing you need to not worry about is the heaviness of the color compared to her skin, because we're still going to go over this again with the the lightest skin tone that we used. All right, now we're going to go over her skin, and then we're going to do her eyes. So we're using the number 137 again, which is the lightest color that we started with. And we're going to use this color to blend everything together. Don't need more pencils. You don't need more pencils. Yes, you do. They're like Pokemon. You gotta collect them all. Dust that off. And we're going to come back through here. Blending all those gray pinks and browns and peach colors together. No idea what the paper is doing there. Love it when the paper works against you. Alright, and then we're going to take our blender. Hello, butterflies. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes it is the hardest part. Normally what I do is I do the same thing I would do if I was doing my own makeup and go from the corner of the eye down the cheek and then blend it. But sometimes, especially if the eyes are a little askew or off-shapen, it can be difficult. There we go. Just don't like that edge there. Need to blend that a little bit better. Like so. Try not to get into areas that you don't want the blender to be yet, because it will keep you from building color in that area. Okay. Now we're going to start on her outfit. Actually, let's do her eyes because they're driving me crazy. We're going to start on her eyes. And we're going to start with a 150. Yep, I just pretend like I'm putting the makeup on myself. I haven't worn makeup in so long, though. Sometimes it's a little harder than that. Alright, and I need this tray. Okay, so I need a little bit darker. So this one, number 76, yes. This is from Steampunk Darlings. Hurry back, and hello, Sue, if I missed you coming in. Metals are easy. That's what they have metallic colored pencils for, right? That's what I started coloring them with. And then I found this wonderful woman that does the buns. Is the books that she colors and draws. And yeah, she taught me how to do gold with actual color pencils. And then we're going to add just a little bit darker. So number 67. And then we'll add some black for the inside of the eye. And for the top of the shadowing. Oh, yeah, portraits are fairly once you get past the fear of doing them, they're not that difficult. It's just getting past the fear of doing them. And I'm not even all that good at it, so. Yeah, my Colorful Country Life does awesome metals as well. But I do like using metallic pencils if I'm doing a lot of metals because they do give you that extra little bit of glint. But for silvers and golds, it's just as easy to do them yourself. So gold is a 3-color process, silver about the same, 2 or 3 colors, and depending upon how dark you want your silver to be. All right, I'm going to add some black. Let's dust that green off. And I'll blend this black in with some more of the green. Just to make it stand out a little bit better. Get her eyelashes in there. Hannah Lynn has some great eyelashes. Under her hair as well. Hello, Noelle. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, yes, hair and fur do come with skin sometimes. Although, if you color and want to practice more on hair, Mariola Budek does some great hair things. And there's another one as well, and I'll have to grab her. It might be Mariola. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Mariola Budek. Yeah, yeah. Inexpensive books, do practice areas. Or PDFs, one or the other. I need to add a little bit of black in here. Like so. And there we have her eyes all done up. All right, now we're going to do, let's do her hair. So we're going to do her hair in blacks. So we need number 92 first. Hey, 103 with thunderstorms. No, thank you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, do PDFs, and that way you can even with a PDF focus on a small area. So for example, if you're trying to color metal and you want to do this in gold, just focus on that area, create it into a large PDF, and work on your color combinations. So I'm going to do everything with a base layer of this gray. Now, normally I would put a blue or, a deeper gray into the black for hair, but I'm actually going to add some purple to this hair. to go with her outfit and with the steampunk feel. So I'm going to add the gray, and then I'm going to start adding some purples. Hannah Lynn's hair is really good to work with as well because it's not usually a whole lot, but it gives you a lot of directions. All right, so now we're going to start in with number 157. Which is a deep purple. All right, so we're going to come through here. And this is where the flicking begins. But Hannah Lynn's hair is nice and simple, easy to work with, and easy to see where you need to put those flicks in what direction. Yes, make sure that you have a very sharp pencil. Do not start flicking with a dull pencil. You will get thick lines and you will get frustrated very quickly, very easily. Yes, I do know this from experience. Make sure that you keep turning your pencil as you go, and that way you will maintain that sharp point without having to continually sharpen your pencil. Getting into the flicking zone, sorry. I'll look up here in chat in just a second. Make sure that you put in the shadow under her hat. Yeah, when I lived in Canada, I lived on the island, Vancouver Island, and it is on a pillar that is sitting straight on the fault line. We used to get earthquakes all the time. And then we get the doomsday sayers that say that the island is going to float off and break off of the pillar, and you may wake up one day and we're out in the middle of the ocean. It has not happened yet. They've been saying that since I was a kid. All right, and then we're going to take just a little bit lighter of a purple. So we're going to take number 155. We're going to extend that into the gray even more. And then we're going to add our black. Sorry about the shaking, I forgot to lift it. Not completely covering up all the gray, but I am putting some of this color into the gray so that the gray isn't so stark and such a straight line of light color or gray color. All right, now we're going to use our black, which is number 120. Well, have a great time and congratulations and all that fun stuff for the shower. I hope it all goes well. Nothing worse than, having a shower and then something terrible happening. Coming down through with the black, especially heavy in the edges where that deepest part of the shadow is. Where the hair is thickest, and you're going to see more of that black color. Now, if you find that your black is not black enough for hair, you can do your flicks and then you can grab your Prismacolor and add a few bits into those really heavy dark areas where you want it to be the darkest. Prismacolor will stay sharp if you turn it while you're using it and don't put a heavy pressure on it. But the Prismacolor black and the Prismacolor white are definitely two of the most used pencils for black and white in the corner, because their black is very, very black and their white, of course, stands out against other pencils. So it works great for embellishments. So, hello, Blue. Good morning. So if you do find that it's just not black enough in certain areas, you can grab that pencil and just darken it up into the areas that you want it to be black. A heavier black, I should say. All right, so I'll show you what I mean, because I want this area here in the shadow and on the edge here to be just that little tiny bit blacker. And I use the Prismacolor to do that, and it fills it in. I'm not putting a huge pressure on it. This is not a squishing exercise. I know with the Prismas, a lot of people would rather squish them, but this is just to put in that extra little bit of darkness into that black hair. Like so. And then we're going to take our medium pink, or purple I mean, which is number 155. And we're just going to come through and we're just going to add a little bit more of that, just so it stands out as the highlight. Yes, the Fantasy Pet Special is a good one too. I do like that one. I have actually colored a page from that. It's a little fairy on an island with a little dragon. It is really cute. I do believe that's in Fantasy Pets. I would have to look now. All right. And again, we're just going to come back through with our black, filling in where we don't feel it's dark enough. Then we'll take our dark purple, bring that out as well. Just filling in that color, bring in everything through the gray that we've already put down. And the gray that we put down, the reason why we put that down is because it allows the highlight to stand out a little more. Some people use gray, some people use blue. It depends upon the hair that I'm doing, on what color I'm going to use, whether it's gray, blue, purple, green, red. Like so. Then we're going to take our gray again, and we're just going to blend that through there. Try not to go over the eyelashes. It's okay, I'll come back through with the black and fix those. Like that. Yeah, check Marshalls. If you're looking for gel pens, it might be cheaper just to buy them on the King Art website. Gonna come through, just give a little bit more of that lighter purple there. All right. So what does everybody have planned for the weekend? Nice. Well done. Yeah, if it's too hot, then that's definitely, yeah, well, clean the house. That just sounds like work. That does not sound like fun at all. And if it's too hot, Callie, that means coloring weather, right? Or Noel, sorry. If it's too hot, Noel, it's coloring weather. You sit in the AC and color. How are you feeling, Alex? Are you feeling any better? Or I know you weren't feeling all that great the other day. I'll sit in the Costco fridge. Yeah, you just go sit in the dairy section. You'll cool off. Well, use watercolor. Oh, I'm sorry that you're not feeling good. I hope that hubby of yours is taking care of you. I don't live close enough to go over and kick his butt. I'm surprised you got sick. You usually don't get sick, but it's a new place, new germs, that sort of thing. Nice. I bet Connor enjoyed that. Now I'm going to take that black. So we're going to take the Prismacolor black now, and we're just going to darken up a couple of areas, such as under here. Up through here where the part is. Under the eyelashes. where this part is here. Like so. Oh, wow. All right, so that's her hair done. I'm going to take the gray. Actually, we're going to take the light purple first. And we're just going to put in the highlight. And then we'll finish it off with the gray highlight as well. No, the square one is an extender that Bob made for me for the square brutes, but I use it for my black Prisma. It's just a pencil extender that Bob made me on the 3D printer. I needed a pencil extender for the brute funer squares, so he made me one. There we go. Yeah, I would definitely use these as well if I wanted to color my own hair. All right, now we're going to do her outfit. And we're going to do her outfit in purples as well. We're just going to tone down the purple a little bit. And we're going to start with number 38. As our base. So we're going to go from light to dark. And you can go either which way with these pencils, so it's not, detrimental to do light to dark or dark to light. I want the dark to stand out because of the type of picture it is. So I'm going to do light to dark so the dark stands out more and is more in your face kind of coloring than if I do dark to light, where the light is going to take the color down a little bit. So I'm just going to do a base coat of this one here, which is number 38, for anybody that wants to be coloring along. And we're going to do the fabric areas of her outfit with this. So we're just going to base everything. I'm doing it very lightly, very loosely. I'm not trying to get all the colors exactly where, exactly covering. We just want to be able to work on top of this color. Hello, Topeka. Yes, I did get these from Temu. Awesome. Well, I'm hopeful that it turns out well for you. I'm going to do the stripes here as well. They will be darker, but I want to put the highlight color in there. Same with here. Get that highlight color in there. Welcome back, Sue. The customers leave you alone for a moment. Good to see you. All right. So I do believe that this, no, maybe it's just a part of the dress. I thought it was maybe a ribbon, but it doesn't seem to be duplicated on the other side. So I'm just going to color it as part of the dress. Part of the skirt. Again, I'm just very loosely covering this. I'm not trying to make it fill all of the white spot because we need that white spot to show through. We need the tooth of the page to work on. Oh, well, procrastinate away. You know, we don't want you getting sick because it's too hot out there. You're thinking of your health and whether or not you'll be able to be at work tomorrow. So, you know, either it waits until it cools off and you can go out there without being in danger, or you go out there and do it while it's a dangerous time and they lose you for days of work because you got heat stroke. Yeah, they have choices. If they want to get mad at you because you waited until it was safe to do so, then, you know, that's on them. Awesome. Just make sure that you put the hashtag help Hannah Lynn so that it gets put in with all the other ones that are showing support for Hannah. Now we're coming in with our medium tone, which is number 155. It's the same light tone that we used in her hair. Covering a large area on this part because it's in the back of her dress. So the areas that are going to get less light, of course, are going to be darker. Hello, Dion. Yeah, enjoy the grill. Are all the kids there? It's too early for grilling. Well, here it is anyway, but it's also only, 11 o'clock in the morning here. So what I'm hoping is that I get the majority of the Steampunk Girl done today, so that we can concentrate on background when we come back on Monday. But I'm not sure we're going to get extremely completely finished, I should say. This just reminds me of a ribbon. I don't know why. Still going to color it deep though on the lower parts, because it looks like it folds into the fold of the skirt here. Nice. Yeah, it is a lovely purple. The set has a fantastic amount of purple. One of the biggest purple sets that I've seen. So the purple goes from there to here. So it starts off in our red violet tones and then goes into our blue violet tones. And it's just such a huge, huge amount of purple. It's really lovely. All right. Again, coming up through. I know this is probably boring you all. It's just color on top of color on top of color. Thank you, Aspie. I'm just bringing that shadow out. We're going to be, of course, coming in to the shadow areas with the deeper purple as well, and then a final really deep purple for the deepest part of the shadows. And we'll use the deep purples on her leggings and some blacks on her boots. Yes, there is Temu in Australia. Ah, of course I did. Like, how can you resist that many purples? I'm sorry. I'm a horrible influencer. You don't need them, Aspie. You don't. You don't need them. You want them, but you don't need them. Like I said, they do have a really, really lovely amount of purple in this set. It is one of the biggest purple areas in any of my color pencils. Usually the purple is the area that lacks the most. I'm going to sharpen my pencil because it's starting to get a little dull. Yes. Yes, do not put the Temu app on your phone. Just don't do it. It's a trap. I keep telling people. Take it off your phone. It's a trap. My Temu cart is full of traps right now. Oh yeah, you get 90% off, but you have to buy $400 worth of stuff. It's a trap, I'm telling you. It's just a trap. If you're going to buy from Temu, do so from your computer, where you can quickly buy something and close the app and not be trapped by all their little games. Because, yeah, oh yeah, by the way, if you play this game, we'll send you these things free. But you have to play this game. The only way that you get things for this game is to buy things. It's a never-ending cycle of trapness. Yes, your beloved polys might get a little perturbed, but they do actually blend very nicely with the polys. Just saying. And it does give you more purples than the polys. Just saying. I'm killing Aspie. Hello, Dawn. Yeah, I don't know why they've taken the square brutes out of Amazon. That's just silly. I tried to get a hold of my U.S. contact for the Brute Funer Company, and I haven't heard back from him. Wanted to ask him if it was just out of stock or if they had actually fully removed the squares from Amazon. I think it's just out of stock, but yes, the pastel brutes are really good with the squares as well. I like the pastel brutes. If you want a little bit harder but pretty much the same color, you can also get the Pastel Love, which is a almost identical set of pencils, but they're a little bit harder than the Brute Funer pastels and the Holbein pastels. And they blend really nicely. It's just they are a little bit stiffer, so they give you that harder line that you want sometimes. For like hair and stuff like that. When you're doing hair and fur, sometimes you want that harder line. And if you're doing that in pastels, pastels have so much base in them instead of pigment. It's hard to keep them at a harder, sharper point. All right, so there's her skirt done on the second level. Now we're going to add 157, which is the darkest color we added to her hair other than the black. Oh, pencils just want to roll on over. And we're going to add that as well. And then we're going to go a little bit darker. Yeah, we'll go a little bit darker into more of the blue purple colors. And then we'll re-add the lightest color. So we're going into the deepest shadows now. Make sure your pencil is really sharp for this part. Oh, I like my Pastel Dove. I think they work quite well. Once the Brute Funers came out, Pastel Dove got shoved to the side because the Brute Funers were readily available in the US. You didn't have to order them off of eBay or anything. And they were softer. I like the Pastel Dove because they are a little bit harder. And you get that fine sharp point a little bit longer. But yeah, they're identical colors to the Brute Funers as well as the Holbeins. Now they are not a higher quality like the Holbeins. You know, the Brute Funers are a softer pencil, but the Pastel Doves still have a place with their strength and their hardness. So. But they are a little bit harder to get than the Brute Funers, so a lot of people tend to stay away from them. Yeah, they're a little bit more difficult to get a hold of. Like I said, they are available on eBay and I think it's a Portuguese site. Might be something else. I'm trying to think of what site they came from. And my brain has just completely gone silent. But I bought them off of eBay. Where Brute Funer is available on Amazon, so it has a better availability and more secure availability. Oh, color in purple is painstaking. You start noticing all the little folds and curves in the gown. The more color you add, the more you notice. All right. Dawn, the book is The Steampunk Darlings by Hannah Lynn. This is a PDF, So I'm not working in the book. This is printed on the Nina cardstock. And as you can tell, you can just keep layering the color. You can put down a heavy layer of the color and be done with it. But I do find that layering the color does give you a softer look to the fabric and to the movement of the fabric. Yes, her boots are going to be black, and then down this part of her boots is going to be the purples and some black laces. Her stockings are going to be really deep purple. This area here is going to be a light purple, a deep purple, a light purple, a deep purple, and then the garters are going to be black with silver. I think. I may change my mind later. Nothing is set in stone. Not until I put the color on the page anyway. Hello, Shannon. Oh, it's spreading gravel Saturday, huh? Well, don't work too hard. Make sure you don't get too hot. Lots of water. And thank you for popping in. Oh, goodness. I'm sorry that your dad... I'm not sure if it was your dad or your sister fell down. Um, yes, definitely go make sure that everybody's okay, and I hope that things are fine. Absolutely. Go take care of family. Ah, okay. Well, make sure Brian doesn't hurt himself. Tell Brian lots of water. Yes, they are on Etsy. Oh, okay. Good to know that they are on Etsy. I got mine on eBay. I thought, sorry, my brain immediately said eBay. Good to know that they're on Etsy. I don't need any more. I've already got some, but you know. Somebody fell down. That's all I need to know. As long as they're, you know. All right. Now we're going to go in with one more really deep purple. So we're going to go in with number 41. Nope, I want deeper. Let's do 129, which is almost a blue purple. And then we're going to go over it again with our lightest color and blend them all together. It's your dad's sister. Okay. Well, as long as she's okay. Thank you for clarifying. Yeah, that's where I got. The ones I got were from eBay, but they were directly from the company's website. Their company was on eBay. I don't know if they still are or not, but a lot of people don't trust the eBay sellers, so. But it's just like any other platform, really. Some people you can trust, some people you can't. It's even true on Amazon, so. Yeah, just glad that she's okay. So I'm just coming through and doing those deepest shadow areas. It's adding a little bit of that blue purple into the shadows, and when we come down through with the lighter color again and fill that in, it's going to blend into that deeper red purple. All right, and I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to take this. Now I've got a very dull point on this, and that's perfectly fine. Because of the fact that I'm going to be using it to blend, I don't want to have a really, really sharp point. I want to be able to fill that tooth of that paper quite quickly. And having a dull point on your paper does give you that ability to do so. Just make sure I'm using the right color. I'm using a medium pressure and filling that all in. because this is going to be my final layer, I'm not worried about whether or not I'm pressing too hard. Thank you, Dawn. Now this lower area is going to be a lot lighter than the upper area. Because there's more open spaces. So there's more light hitting the fabric, which will give it a lighter appearance. Now if you do find that you do need to sharpen your pencil because you're getting close to the end of the lead, try to do it on a blunt sharp. Don't try to sharpen it into a fine point because it's just gonna break unless you're really able to control your hand pressure. And some people can. I can control it quite well, but some people have a lot of difficulty controlling the hand pressure. And if they're pressing hard, they're pressing hard. If they're pressing light, they're pressing light. There's no in between. And that's fine too, as long as you know what your pressure is, then you'll know whether or not you want to have that sharp point or not. All right. Now we're going to take our Caran d'Ache blender. So that was number 38. Then we're going to take our Caran d'Ache blender and we're just going to fill in and brighten the color. So any areas that are still have a little bit of white spot, but I don't want to change the color in, I use the Caran d'Ache blender just to push that color into that white spot. Now I've gotten to the color that I want it to be, so I don't want to add another layer of the light color. So using the blender, even though I've just used the lightest color to blend those other colors together, using the blender helps me blend all the white spot out. Now you don't need to blend all of the white spot out, just those areas that are supposed to be a little bit darker but are showing up lighter because the white spot is there. And in clothes, sometimes having that white spot is great because it shows the texture of the material. All right. And that's what that's going to look like. All right, so I'm going to finish the other side of the skirt the same way, but we're going to move on from that and we're going to do her stockings. Now I want her stockings to be a much deeper purple, so we're going to start off with 157. No, that's too red. Going to start off with number 42. which is more of a blue purple. Now we are going to go from dark to light on the stockings because the stockings are going to have a lot more of that darker blue purple in them. So we're going to put in the dark areas first. So it's on the back of her leg there. So that's going to have a really dark area. And I know it's showing up very, very blue, but it is actually quite purple. All right, and then we're going to take number 41. And we're going to sharpen that a little bit. Ooh, yeah, that coffee sounds good. I don't know about iced, but coffee sounds good. I'm just going over the rest of it with this lighter dark purple. I don't know why it's showing the blue more than the red, but it is purple, I promise. And then we're going to take this one here, which is number 30. And we're just going to tone down a little bit of that blue because it's a little bit bothersome to me. I do like the purple of it, but it's showing very blue on the screen. So we're just going to tone that down just a little bit. We're just going to add a very light layer of this red violet. Now I don't want to put too much because I don't want it to match or blend into her skirt. So having that blue violet is giving it the difference between the stockings and the skirt, and that's what I wanted. It's just showing a little bit too blue. Like so. No, I've got some, honey. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, now for the stripes on her stocking. Another thing we're going to do to enhance the legs of her stockings is we're going to take some white and we're going to add that to the highlight. So I'm just going to grab my white here. Now, normally I would use a Prisma white for this, but I have not bought one yet. So, and this white does have a little bit of opacity to it. So it does give that white color. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Wildfires suck. I need to actually call Mom on Monday and see how she's doing with them. She has breathing issues, and wildfires do not work well for her. And I'm using this white to blend those colors together and to lighten the highlight areas. Like that. And there we have her stockings. Now we're going to do the tops of her stockings and the stripes of her stockings as well. Now the stripes of her stockings, I'm debating. Let's see. I'm debating on the color scheme for those and for the rest of the the accent colors. So let's take a look here. Okay, so let's do the accents all in golds. Because of the type of purple that we've got here, I think the golds would look very, very well with it. So we're going to do a gold line on her stockings. So we're going to start with number 144, which is a brown. Now make sure that your pencil is really sharp for this because these are very, very thin lines. So we're going to start up here in the shadow. We're just going to very, very thin line it down the edge. Same with this side. And up through here. Now typically I would use a couple of different colors for the yellow part of the gold, but because this is so thin and such a small amount, it may not be possible. So we're gonna work with what we got as far as size of area. Hello, Nessa. Welcome, welcome. Now we do need to take our purple and fill in this area because it was hiding. Now we're going to take a little bit of this one here, I think, number 6. Yeah, we're going to take a little tiny bit of number 6. Again, I'm going to sharpen this up. We'll get this looking like gold. I promise. Sorry about the shaking. And take number 6 and we're just going to add that to the brown a little bit on the ends. All right. we're going to take our 135. No, I want number 2. Yeah, I want number 2. Again, with the shaking, I apologize. So we're going to take number 2, and we're going to blend that together. Like so. Working in Midnight Masquerade on one page for 3 days now. Can't decide the color for ribbons and background. It all depends upon which page it is, I guess, and what you're going to do with the backgrounds and that sort of thing. So I'm not sure how to help you. All right, so we're going to do the same thing on her stockings up at the top here. So we're going to do the first one in the golden color. Yep, absolutely worth taking it slow. All right, so we're going to do the brown here. I'm going to move up so you can actually see what I'm doing. Then same with here. I'll put the brown in the shadow areas especially. And up here as well. Okay, and then we're going to take our number 6. So the first one was number 144, and then we're going to take number 6. Going over the 144 a little bit, blending that in. And then number 2. And just bringing all of those together at once. So as I was saying earlier with doing light to dark and dark to light, I did the gold in dark to light because I knew that the lightest color was going to blend that color down, the dark color down to blend that color in. And I don't want that dark color to stand out as much as I want the light color to stand out. Yeah, that happens. Yeah. Oh, very soft colors, yes. Okay, so then we're going to go on to our next stockings. So we're going to start down here. The other stripes we're going to do purple. missed one up here. That one. Yeah, I wasn't overly fond of the pastel tints. I don't know. It's just not one of my favorite pastel colors. They're pretty and all. I just didn't. I guess because I have so many of them, I'm just not fond of them. But pastel tints were not my favorite. I haven't tried them with the Harmonious yet. All right, so there we have our golden colors in her stockings. Now we're going to do our purple colors in her stockings, and then we'll move up into her dress here just a little bit. And then it will be time to head on out and make some lunch. My tummy's grumbling now. I said lunch. Said lunch, my tummy went gurgle. I don't know if it's protesting or if it's saying, yeah, feed me. It's probably protesting though, knowing my tummy. It's probably sitting there going, yeah, right, you're going to put food in where? Good luck with that. Don't care if it's good for you. I'm just going to sit there and make you feel all yucky. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Britt. Shannon, how's Brian doing with the gravel? Make sure he has water. Don't want him passing out or anything. Oh, well, that's no good. Not, it's not a book that I'm going to be getting, so I'm not too concerned about it. I know, it's terrible. She's just not one of my, I'm not one of her biggest fans. Yeah. And I have decided that if I will not color more than 50% of a book, I won't purchase it. All right, there we have her leggings done as well. I'm going to zoom you out so you can see the entire picture. I know that it's not a huge amount of zooming that I need to do, but I'm going to still zoom you out so you can see the full picture. There we go. And there she is so far. I'll finish this side of her skirt to match this, and I will finish the top to match more of her leggings. It'll still have these colors, it's just going to be darker like the leggings are. Ah, that's a good idea, Nessa. That's a good idea. I wonder if you can get her books on digital copy. Have you looked into that? All right, so far we are not as far as I wanted to be, but we've pretty much touched everything on the page, like on her. The hat is going to be the same as her leggings with the dark purple and the gold. So I'm going to do her hat up. These little bits here with the bow and the ribbon here are going to be the same as her skirt. So I will do up all of the fabric stuff if I have time between now and Monday. And then on Monday, we'll concentrate on the embellishments of the stockings as well as the boots, the goggles, that sort of thing, the necklace, and then we'll do the background with the Neocolor ones. All right, so that is it for today. I thank you all very much for coming and hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. Of course, remember hashtag help Hannah Lynn. Uh, Purchase something from her Etsy, purchase a book off of Amazon or her website, give her a small donation to her GoFundMe. She is going through some major issues right now with a company that is trying to completely squash her. So, give a read on the GoFundMe of all the things that are going on right now for her and all the things that the Diamond Art Club are doing. And then make your decision on whether or not you want to give her a helping hand. I don't want Hannah Lynn to be squashed, so I am helping her by coloring her things as well as pushing out the information. So, all right, guys. So with that, I would like to say thank you all very much for watching. Of course, always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artist that you enjoy. And of course, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, bye-bye for now.